What if I told you the breaking point you fear is not your ending? It's your rebirth. He sat in silence, whispering, "I've got nothing left." But his soul answered, "Good. Now you can finally build from nothing." Every scar burned like fire etched on his skin. Every failure screamed louder than his dreams. Every betrayal left him bleeding in the dark. Yet the silence said, "This is not the end. This is the forge." He shouted, "Why me?" The voice replied, "Because you were born to carry weight others cannot." Why this pain? Because only pain sharpens iron. Why this loss? Because empty hands can finally hold destiny. He clenched his fists and whispered, "Then let destiny burn me alive." The world mocked. Enemies laughed. Friends turned away. Even his family begged, "Stop before this breaks you forever." Through broken teeth, he answered, "If I quit, I'll die alive. Better to fight bleeding than to live kneeling." Storms knocked him down. Fires burned his work. Failures mocked his name. But every time, he rose. Every single time he rose. And he declared, "You can crush me, but you cannot end me. You can strip me bare, but you cannot steal my persistence. You can break me 1,000 times, but I will rise 1,001. Ashes turned into bricks. Scars turned into shields. Storms turned into fuel. The laughter turned to silence. The silence turned to whispers. The whispers turned to awe. And soon they said, "He cannot be destroyed." But he never cared for their voices. He only cared for his mission. When the young asked, "How did you survive?" he smiled through his scars. "You think scars are shame? They are proof. You think pain is punishment? It is the teacher. You think failure is destruction? It is the architect." He told them, "Every loss taught me patience. Every betrayal taught me vision. Every failure taught me strength." The boy once mocked, as cursed became the man impossible to kill. The same scars that once made him hide became the crown that made him stand. The same storms that tried to bury him became the winds that carried him higher. When asked his greatest truth, he said, "The world broke me 1,000 times, but I rose 1,001. That is why I walk unshaken." He told them, "Don't pray for comfort. Pray for courage. Don't ask for fewer battles. Ask for sharper swords. Don't wish for easy roads. Wish for unbreakable legs. Because greatness is not born in silence. It is forged in chaos. Legends are not carved in ease. They are carved in fire." One day he stood taller than the ruins behind him. He whispered, "They buried me, but I grew roots. They drowned me, but I became the storm. They broke me, but I became unbreakable." And his story became eternal. Not because he never fell, but because he never stayed down. So what if I told you your pain is not punishment? It's the crown. What if I told you your scars are not weakness? They are your weapon. What if I told you your storms are not enemies? They are your wings. And one day, when you rise, you will whisper, "They tried to finish me, but they only forged me into fire."